Good morning, YouTube. It's Mark from Northeast Indiana. In the shop, another video on the pedal-powered stone wheel grinding restoration series. And I very well may be facing a catastrophe. Yeah, that's all clickbait. Let me show you what I got. So if you've been following this series, you know that I have been talking about these cross pieces on this, what I'm calling the chassis, to be in very good condition. And I was mainly looking at them from this perspective. So if this was standing up, I was looking straight down. There were some things in the way that I couldn't really look at the underside. And I think I'm at a decision point right now. I'm at a branch in the road. Because when I started disassembling this in the last video, I saw this crack in this cross piece. Now, I don't think this crack is a problem. If I just left this alone. This, however, is two different pieces. They've tried to repair it with these nails. That cross piece also is cracked through. So now my question is, how far do I go? So when I originally started looking at this, and you can go back to those videos, I thought that I was only going to probably have to replace the two legs on the side that's down on this chassis. As I got into it, obviously I saw some unique craftsmanship and ended up, as I was trying to disassemble it, I ended up actually breaking some of those, what I call guideposts, the two outer guideposts, the ones that were, I said toe-nailed, but they were angled in to these legs. So now I'm basically rebuilding this whole other side of this chassis. And then when I turned this over, because I was just taking a look at it, a closer look, I saw the cracks and I'm like, well, do I just take the dimensions down and just totally rebuild this thing? Or do I just rebuild what I've already taken off? I don't think that this is like gonna come apart on me with use. There's nothing loose, but I want to use this thing. But at the same time, is the use going to, further work these cracks? Or, this is going to be inside now. It's not going to be out in the weather if I can find a spot in my shop. And I'm really at a crossroads. So it's kind of, I've got to make a decision on what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to show you some slabs that I got and give you some ideas. And I really would appreciate your input. I know I've asked for it before, and I've got some comments and some ideas and thoughts from other people. And I really do pay attention to those, because again, I'm just your average guy just doing stuff. This is something I like to tinker with. It helps me with, getting some of the traumatic things I deal with on a daily basis out of my head. And so I listen to those, of you that comment. And so I really would appreciate it if you drop a comment below, like after you watch the slabs, see what I got with the slabs there. Give me some thought on what you think I should do. Now, this is all dimensional lumber. This is actual 2x4s. I mean, basically, I think I was just under both 2 and 4 inches on the other legs. So I'm probably gonna, if I mill up some wood, I'm gonna mill it, actual dimensional lumber. But it's gonna drag this out, this project out, because it's gonna take a little bit, because I don't do this full time, right? I just do this in the evenings and mostly on the weekends if I have time. And this weekend I'm on call. You can hear my phone going off over there. This weekend I'm on call, so I don't really have long periods of time to dedicate to it. So let me show you what I got. Finally got some lights up in the shop on this side. This is the wood that I have available to me. Birch. This is all cherry. This is walnut. These are just fence pickets. And there's some of that two small slabs of pear and one of the flaming elder. And then just another piece over here that I'm working on a project for that. So this bottom piece I'm saving, it's about 4 inches. I've got an idea for that for the house. These slabs are not extremely wide, but I can use them. I think one is 2 inches, one is 3 inches. I think the one on top is 3 inches. So I gotta unbury those and really take a good look. I don't think I have the width I want in cherry, and I really don't want to use cherry on that. I don't really have any other projects except for this bottom slab. Maybe the next one up I can use in a project that I've got planned for later. So that top slab is probably the piece that I've got to get lumber out of. So I've got to do some figuring. So I'm going to unbury this and see what we got. I've had these sitting here for so long that I forgot what I had. Kind of disappointed. I thought this was bigger. In the center here, the narrowest or the widest I could go in the center is about 4.5 inches. And I'm 10 inches on really of usable wood on either end. And that's 3 inches. So I'm not going to be able to get everything out of this. So let's see what the slab below it looks like. Oh God. Okay, a little bit better. Got some mushrooms growing down here. So I'm going to lose about 22 inches off of this end. About 11 inches. And that's, I'm going to have about 4 feet in the center of this. That's about 2 1/4, so I could use it. So I'm going to have about 4 feet of usable lumber, realistically. I got a big knot down here. That wouldn't really be a problem. But I got some rot over here. I don't even know if you can see it. I just don't want to get into that big slab. So maybe between the two, I can figure a way to get what I want. But now you see what I have, what I'm working with. The slab over here that I just removed, I'm going to have to plane that down to 2 inches to have it usable with this. I can do it. Let me do some thinking. So the question now, I guess, really is, what's my time worth? Do I just go and buy some lumber and just rebuild this thing? Or do I just do the side that I've already dismantled and call this good for its intended purposes. It's not going to be used a lot. It's not going to have heavy use. So I'm just really stuck. You know how those projects go when you get into them and you're like, this is going to be fairly straightforward, and they never are. That's what this one is. And I'm under no pressure at all to do this or get this done. This is just something I want to use in the shop. So I'm going to think about it. I'm not coming to a conclusion on this video. You've seen what I've got. You see the problem that I have. You see the resources that I have available immediately to me. And you also know that I'm willing to go purchase lumber if need be. And I'm not just talking like Lowe's 2x4. I'm probably going to get a piece of dimensional lumber, something. I'm going to be milling it down anyway, so I don't know. But do I redo the whole thing, or do I just call this side good for the intended use and just rebuild the one side I have dismantled? That's the question. So that's how I'm going to leave it. I would really appreciate it if you smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't, share the video. If you know of anybody who is also working on stuff like this, maybe they have some ideas. I am all about listening to advice. And if you've made it this far in this video, I've got a surprise. YouTube is telling me that people don't watch my videos all the way through. I guess on average I get about 3 minutes of view time. That's fine. I mean, I'm not the greatest YouTube influencer. Don't consider myself as one. But what I'm going to do for those of you who have made it all the way through this video, this is February 2024, about 2 weeks in or so, 10 days. The first person that comments on this video and says, "I'll take this," will have a choice of either one of these coat hooks. You've seen the stag before. This is a walnut cut off of a piece of a walnut round dragonfly. I think it's really a neat piece. I put hand forged nails in it, and then the stag with the natural rope. First person that says I'll take that and tells me which one they want in the comments, and it's just going to be whoever's first, and there's not going to be any questioning. I'm just going to say, yep, you were first. I will send these to you free of charge. Second person can have whatever's remaining, and that's just a way for me to say thank you to watching my channel. I don't make anything off these videos. It's just for fun, but I am appreciative of the new subscribers and those of you I've kind of getting to know as we chat back and forth. So there you go. How about that? Well, there you have it. Help me make this decision. I will make a decision one way or the other, but would always appreciate input. I probably won't be doing anything with this chassis for about a week now, so we've got plenty of time to get that figured out. Comment if you want one of these coat hangers. They'd go great in a man cave or garage or something like that. I don't know, maybe if your partner, the person you're living with, doesn't mind having it in the house, maybe that's what you need. Put it in like a little hallway or a coat room or something like that. We'll work out the details, and we'll get that to you free of charge. So just want to say that I appreciate everyone who views my videos, no matter how long you view them, and I appreciate the subscribers. I'm not monetized in any way. This is really, I've said this before, this channel is for my kids and any grandkids that may follow, or future generations, to see who was that old man. not old man, Skipton, you know what I'm talking about. Um, who was that guy that we're related to? I put these videos out just to give a sense of who I am and what I like to do. So it's a joy for me to do this kind of stuff. It's peaceful, it's rest, gives me rest, recharges my batteries, and I really appreciate the interaction that's been growing on this channel. So that's about all for today. I hope you get out in your shop, try something new. Don't be afraid to fail, because more often than not, you are gonna succeed. We'll see you on the next video, y'all. Take care. Cheers. I failed to mention that this wood here is, I believe this is red oak, and I've kind of aged it by doing some different things. A little bit of burning up there, putting some marks on it, really try to give it a rustic look. So this is cast iron and natural rope. It does have a hanger on it. It's kind of dusty. I'll clean that up. You can hang that right on the wall. If you want me to put a hanger on this one, I can do that. It's walnut, and I'm not sure what this is. It's not precious metal, I know that. But it does have the hand forged nails on it, and I think it's pretty cool. But I just wanted to clarify what I have here and what you might be interested in. On this, what I'm calling the chassis,